Hello everyone, this is an A&K M60, particularly the Mark 43 variant. You recognize it because it does not have the heat shield on top and the bipod is further back, whereas the other variant has it here. I have not really found any good guides on how to extract the gearbox from this replica. In case you need to do maintenance or maybe there's something wrong with it, you know. It's actually quite simple and quick to do when you know how to do it. So I thought, you know, I'd make a guide for those of you that might be interested. So let's begin. Make sure you have your mag out. Open up the cover, this cover right here. So first of all, we need to remove the stock. Now, on the other variant, you have a screw here and one down there. This one is much simpler. You just pull this out. Okay, you extract it. You might need a screwdriver to do that. And then you just pull this out. This just comes back. It's not the simplest thing to do. You might need a rubber hammer to hammer it out. Make sure that you are hitting this edge right here, not down there, because there is a metal frame that's fixed, so you want to hammer this edge right here. Alright, there it is. It has this plunger inside. It's supposed to help you, but it really does not. So this is the frame I was talking about. That's why we are hammering on this edge. This is very strong plastic. Fear not, you can hammer it as long as it's made out of rubber. So you gotta be careful not to pull on this, because it will release the spring. So there is this cylinder, it will pop out. If you have a aluminum cylinder sitting here, you need to push it back in. You can help yourself with an Allen wrench, and then with your finger you gotta click it back, otherwise you can't remove the gearbox. Now there is just 2 screws on each side that we gotta undo, and for this you will need a 2mm Allen wrench. You can use a screwdriver, but there is actually one screw that you must have an Allen wrench. It's right, this one, as you can see, it's aligned with this hole, but even a small screwdriver will not fit through this gap. So we undo this, we undo this one right here, and on the other side we undo this one and this one. So this two, I don't have my dust cover here, but doesn't matter. So now we have the 2 screws out, as you can see. 3 of the 4 screws have washers, you see. One of them does not, and it's this one right here. This one does not have a washer. Now it's a good time to remove our barrel. So to do that, we have this lever right here. We flip it up. Sorry, we first push it like so, and then we flip it up, and our barrel is released. So just grab it. Make sure if you have a bipod that this one does not get in the way. Disconnect your MOSFET. If you still have it, that is. Maybe you have a bypass plug. Alright, like so. We don't need this. Okay, now that that's out, well, basically our gearbox is free. There's nothing holding it. You gotta be careful to do the correct movement though. So first we have to pull it back up against this, and then we can lift it. Be careful, because there is a connector, electrical connector there, so if you just do it wrong you risk breaking it. So we just pull this back, as you can see, and then so I'm doing this one-handed basically, and now I just grab it and we lift it, okay, like so. This is the gearbox out. You are gonna have the dust cover on, like so. So you're probably gonna have to squeeze it past this hole, past this metal bar right here. You can use a screwdriver. The first time I took it out, I had to. You know, you can lift it using this flathead screwdriver. Just stick it in there and in there, you know, work it out slowly, be careful. This is the connector I was talking about. You might have to make sure not to bend the pins. This is your trigger switch. Now it's really simple, you know, you just first of all careful, because you just gotta undo this positive motor connector first. It just goes out. Remove all these black screws. These two are longer because they hold the trigger in place in case you took it apart, you know, and you don't remember. Just remember before you undo any of the screws to take out the spring, okay? How do you do it is you gotta press this, you gotta pull it to the left, okay? This hook, you pull it very hard, and this will shoot out about this far, and then you can pull the spring out, and then you undo the screws. Do not undo the screws first, it's very dangerous to do so.